people let you lead you to believe that Zion Williamson is limited and his ceiling is limited. They keep saying, but how's he gonna survive? See, they don't want these guys. See, one thing I learned from the late great Wilt Chamberlain, God rest his soul, he said this. They asked him, "Are you better? Is Shaq going to be better than you?" Wilt Chamberlain, who was notorious for being narcissistic, you know who you are. Notorious for being narcissistic, for the very first time, relented and said, he's better than me. And the reason he gave for Shaq being better than him is he said, because Shaq has more sense than me. If I would have had the intestinal fortitude to just dunk the ball every time, I would have been even more explosive and I'd have had even more records. Wilt Chamberlain didn't have that. Zion Williamson does. So don't think Zion Williamson is limited. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe about, oh man, he's so big and powerful. Larry Johnson, big time hops. He hurt his back, not his knees. Charles Wade Barkley. The list goes on. Barring injury, Zion Williamson will be one of the greatest of all time. It will not be his knees, because he is more than just simply an athlete who jumps up and down. Now, I'm going to close out the show with this point. My main man, Angry Black Man, mentioned something about Michael Jordan earlier. What I think we need to do is this. This is what I think we need to do as a community. This Lakers situation has taught us one thing, that rich people circle the wagons. When shit go bad, they start protecting their own. Luke Walton, father is Bill Walton. Bill Walton probably has a relationship with Jeannie Buss, and Jeannie Buss is protecting Jeannie Buss. Well, Luke Walton and Bill Walton are related. They probably got a relationship with Phil Jackson likes him, and he probably had a relationship with his father. They start circling the wagons when it was time for Luke Walton to lose his job, and they made sure he had a soft landing spot. We always talk about supporting each other, and we do a great job here on X Squad Radio about supporting each other's show. Please start telling your friends to follow X Squad Radio. For me, into our contest, we trying to give away stuff here. We trying to make it a communal thing. Go to X Squad Affiliates /contest, enter the contest, create a profile, and just stick your head in the show, please. Do it for me. Tell your friends to do this. Do it for Realcast. Do it for New Max Radio. Do it for X Squad Radio. Simply because we are trying to build a platform. Just imagine, like, we do a lot of complaining, man. We need to do this as a community. We need to do that as a community. Seeing how we have no problem giving up a couple $100 for Michael Jordan sneakers. We have no problem giving a couple $100 for LeBron James sneakers. We don't have no problem doing that and supporting these brothers to the fullest. Just imagine if our community start cash mobbing. Again, I'm not asking you to lose allegiance to your team. But what if we start, our whole community start wearing Charlotte Hornets gear? As a show of solitude to Michael Jordan. A lot of people say Michael Jordan has never done anything for the community. Ray Leonard hasn't, Patrick Ewing hasn't, Charles Barkley hasn't, publicly. A lot of people don't do it. That's just not everybody's get down. Everybody ain't H-Rap B. Everybody not bombastic. Everybody not standing at the top of the house yelling and screaming, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Everybody not built that way. But just imagine if we got behind him, like we always complain that don't nobody do anything for us, and we just openly make it a thing to support him. Maybe, just maybe, he would return some of that support. From what I understand, Michael Jordan is a very philanthropic person. He's not outward with his philanthropy, and that's cool. But you saw the Lakers Brain Trust try to turn the world on Magic Johnson's head. You saw it in real life. They tried to call a dude who turned himself into a billionaire. You know what the funny thing is? Magic Johnson did what Donald Trump claims to do. He took a large amount of money that he earned and turned it into $1 billion. So just imagine if we do that, cash mob Michael Jordan, maybe he'll do something to ensure that we will get something in return. And even if he doesn't, you have said, I've done what I can to move forward the cause. Instead of bickering and arguing. We've been looking at this Nipsey Hussle thing for the last week and a half. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks we've been looking at this. Feeling bad about the Nipsey Hussle thing. Why don't we, as a X-Squad family, find a school like a Morehouse, a Winston-Salem State, a FAMU, even at whack-ass Clark, Atlanta. No offense. Morris Brown in the building. I had to do that. But even with Clark, Atlanta, or what have you, why don't we, as a X-Squad, real cast, new mass, I think it's new mass, hell, Mandela and GG, man. Why don't we pick an institution and start cash mobbing it so we can say we've done our part? With that being said, man, I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. Really, it's important to me that it's important that y'all engage with me and show me support. I really like doing this. It's not just because I'm fit to be rich and famous from doing this, and then y'all ain't getting out no autographs, so y'all better start listening to me now. If you ain't listening now, when I get rich, I ain't be like, man, screw you. I don't like it. But on the serious side, I really appreciate the support. And that's why I go through here and I try to answer every text possible, every response possible, because it means a lot that you guys support me. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the people in the chat room who got here first early and chatted with me often. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at hrap_B. Do me a favor, find X-Squad Radio on Facebook. Find X-Squad Radio on Instagram, on Twitter. Follow us all on these outlets. X-Squad Radio, The End of the Bench, on Facebook and on Instagram, or on Facebook. Follow me at hrap_B on Instagram. And do the damn thing, man. Tell a friend. Come call in our shows. We talking crazy. We having a good time. As y'all see, it's just a bunch of madness on my show. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to Joe and Mocha for being the first 2 people in the chat room. I want to thank my brother Mo and his beautiful wife, One Lofty T, for all the support they give your boy on and off air. Much love to them people. I want to give the Ninja and my man Jungle Brother for the Real Cast family. X-Squad Real Cast in the building. Even if you ain't listening right now, I want to thank my man Microwave, Fish the Microwave. I want to thank Homeboy Fishy. I want to thank all the X-Squad affiliates. I got my man Ben for BSD and Clutch Care for Clutch Conversation. Thank you for the support. I want to thank my brother Vince Wright, the sports governor. And since we in the state of Minnesota, I want to thank my brother RC. He in the building. One of the most logical brothers I've ever had the pleasure of getting to know. I want to thank First Lady, my man Joe, original Benchwarmers in the building, and background listeners. Thank y'all too. Much love. I got the man Angry Black Man in the building. Much love. Need y'all to be tuning in to these folks' shows. It's wonderful, informative, entertaining, engaging. You're going to learn something. I want you to say big ups to my man D Greatest and DJ Knox in the building, 2 of the dopest DJs in the history of the universe, right here on X-Squad Radio. Slow jam, fast jams. I got my girl Red in the building. Man, support you, another one of the original Benchwarmers in the building. I think I did thank First Lady. Number 1 Chief Rock of Jersey Brown, Master Blast in the building. Thanks for the support. Save me some of the rails, man. And I'm bringing that monkey shoulders down to Georgia. Raider Kev, my Raider brethren in the building. Much love to the homie Raider Kev, Raider Nation. Win, lose, or tie, silver and black till we die in the building. Much love. Hey, by the way, y'all, let's not forget, your man H-Rap did this whole show off the dome. Tree in the building. Much love to my little sister Tree. She in the building. I got my man Macy, first time in the building, eligible for the H-Rap $1 million giveaway and the X-Squad Radio $100 giveaway. Remember, $100 giveaway at the end of the month. $1 a month for a million years. I mean, $1 a year for a million years. in the H-Rap contest. Let's not get carried away. I'm not getting you $1 a month. I got Big Kev in the building. Much love and thank you for the support. I think I got Big Mo in the building. Thank you for the support as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I go up the list, I ain't missing nobody. I'm showing all the love I can because y'all took time. I got my man 334, about my boy in the building. And then my family from down there, man, Tuskegee in the building. Compton's in the house. I already said big ups to my man DJ Knox. I got mail from Bay 11, all those Nas, Chris, Stacy. If you need something done with your car, check out my man Mel. We're going to take care of you, man. He ain't going to bleed your pockets, man. He's going to get you right and in and out of it. I got the one and only Chief of Security, a.k.a. Gun Buddy, and his co-worker Gene at the Pep Boys on Cicero in Chicago, Illinois. Much love to you, brother. Yeah, Gene, you, man. Tell your boy to call in, man. Call in, show your boy some love next Saturday and Tuesday if you're at work and Gun Buddy there. Larry, that's what I'm talking about. We call him Gun Buddy, man. He be shooting people. He on the run for killing 19 cats. He ain't killed no people. He killed like 19 cats. I think Gay love the Ace RC and Red. That seems to be it. Much love to the people, ladies and gentlemen, haters and bitter friends. It's your man H-Rap, 2 fingers, 1 word. I'm finna take it out. Y'all know Combat Jack take us out every week. Hey, Combat, what you doing, man? Pay attention.
Internet, you know what it is, man. Dream those dreams and then man up and live those dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in technicolor and surround sound. Wow.